What's up, YouTube? It's been a minute since I posted, or should I say it's been a year. I know most of you are pissed at me right now, like who ignores their YouTube channel for a year? I'm gonna get into that later. But before I do, let's talk about this trending braid style, which is spiral braids. So we have different type of spiral braids. We have French curls and we have Spanish curls. My favorite is the Spanish curls. Why? Because the curls comes out really nice at the end. First thing I do is apply oil to the hair, gently and careful. Try detangling it with my fingers. I've been asked a lot of times where I got my hair rack from, so I got it from a very beautiful friend of mine, Adoma. She was coming from the States and she asked what I need, and I said I needed a hair rack, and she said, I got you, boo. Spiral hair extensions is not my favorite hair extensions to use. Why do I say this? It's very complicated. The least mistake you make, you're gonna mess it up, and also it's very silky, so it's more difficult using it on some type of hair. However, I can say I've braided spiral braids on all type of hair, from natural, perm, just name it, mixed hair. And the mixed hair is the most difficult because basically it's the same texture. You have to be very smart to be able to rock it or to get it right. I usually recommend clients to get their spiral hair from Glade_chick on Instagram. I love spiral hair extensions. Few times she's been out of stock and I asked client to get it elsewhere and I didn't like it. Please note this hair extensions is not from Glade_chick. My client got it before she booked an appointment with me, so I don't know where she got it from. I love working on natural hair so much it's even bad. So my client here have natural hair. That's gonna make my work a bit easier. This was her first time with TantalStyles and she allowed me to film her. I was like, yay! So before I start, I like to make sure my client's hair is well blow dried. Damn, look at my client. She's so pretty. So I always advise, if you're braiding a style that involves a middle line or a middle braid, always make sure you get your line straight. No matter how long it takes you to get the line straight, just do it. This is the style she booked for, and this video hit 3.2 million on TikTok. So now that I have my middle line straight, I'm gonna start with the 2 braids on one side and then the next 2 braids on the other side. So over here I was showing her the length and she said, oh yeah, that's perfect. She loved the length. Many times I've been asked how I knot my spiral braid. So what I do is I knot it continuously until I know it's secured, and then I divide the hair into 2 and knot it some more, and that way I know it's safe. It takes time, yes, but it's safer. That way your clients wouldn't call you the next day complaining. Like I said earlier, it's complicated. If you're not careful, your client is going to call you the next day complaining, and we don't want that. Whenever I'm braiding spiral braids, I always like to start my braids in front so I get the length right, because anytime I start at the back, it ends up looking short or too long, or maybe the curls, I leave a very small curls at the end. So I always like to start in front so the client sees where the curl starts before I continue. So basically in this video we are braiding cornrows in front and knotless at the back. If you ever wondered if my fingers are painful, just look at my client smiling throughout her braid section. That should tell you my fingers are painless. So about me ignoring my YouTube channel for close to a year. This year started really rough for me. At some point I thought I would be losing my mental health. It's crazy how you can have your whole year planned and God has a different plan for you. I have come to appreciate what life gives me and make the best out of it. Tough situations reveals the real homies. No matter what situation you find yourself in, remember it's not the end of it. It's only the end of it if you choose to let it be. One thing my grandmom taught me growing up is to never stay down no matter what. I should keep going, and that's what I'm gonna do. I promise to do better next year. Please don't give up on me. If this is your first time on my channel, please subscribe, like, share, and turn on post notification, because I promise, I know I said this last year, but this year I mean it. No matter what, I'm gonna keep posting. If you watch closely here, you will see that I put the hair extensions under the braid so it doesn't show on top of the cornrows. I think they call it the hidden tracks. Also, I check on the side I've already braided to make sure it's uniformed. Cornrow braids, it's one of my favorite hairstyle to create and recreate. Most of the time, I come across people saying they can't braid cornrows, and I'm like, what? It's fun to braid, you know? Plus, you're able to create your own style. Yeah, aside braiding it well or neat, you can also create your own style. Some of the hairstyles, I feel you can only do it good or do it neat, but you can't create anything. So at this point, I'm done with the cornrows, so I'm gonna start with the knotless. So what I do is I try and gel it, comb it, and then part my line, gel the line, and clean my parts before I start. So let's take note here. So I try to gel it, divide my hair into sections, gel it, comb it, and then braid it. And I repeat the same method on all the braids. And if you watch closely here, you will see I use the same method I use for the cornrows on the knotless. I try to put the hair under the braids so it doesn't show on top of the braids. There are a lot of methods on how to add hair extensions to knotless, and I'll probably post it here on YouTube. I did few tutorials on TikTok and Instagram, but I'll definitely post one here. I have two methods that I use. It's simpler and easier and also faster. Spiral braids is not my favorite hairstyle to create, but I surely do it well. And finally guys, we are done. This is the final look. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, share. Don't be stingy. Remember, it's TantalStyles.